employment, giving us adequate revenue that can finance skilled, healthy population. We would like to raise our GDP in terms of education expenditure to a GDP in terms of 5% of GDP in health and education and 3% in social sector. Because for investment to have its sustainable footing, we need skilled, healthy human resources. Second thing that we are committed is about making sure that there is functioning institutions. Because we need a regulatory environment that is stable, that is predictable. And for that, we have been undertaking a series of reforms to have institutions that work for people, that work for its citizens, that works for its investors. Thirdly, as you mentioned, that we need connectivity, we need multimodal connectivity, we need logistics, seamless logistics. And this is where our Honorable Prime Minister is leading in terms of having a multimodal connectivity from Panchagod to Chittagong, in terms of road, in terms of rail, in terms of riverine transportation. And we would like to transform Chattogram and Mongla as logistic hubs. And as you all mentioned, and the multiple reports suggest that we need fiscal incentives. Yes, if you really look at, we are trying to ensure that our economy is diversified, our economy is competitive, our economy is ensuring productivity growth. And for that, we have come up with a series of fiscal incentives. And the final point that was made by the FICCI president is about having dialogue. Yes, if you really look at, our Honorable Prime Minister has been having interaction with industrialists. If you remember, on 23rd of April, he had a meeting with all those investors, and then subsequently there are meetings with the investors. So what we have is a political leadership which would like to not only see but are working to transform the whole economy, which can cater to the citizens, cater to every citizens, and that could ensure Bangladesh before all. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for clearing the pathway, Honorable Advisor. I would now turn to the Honorable ICT Advisor, please.
I'll talk about one huge opportunity and one challenges for our future. When we look into the electronics, consumer electronics, computer and all the manufacturing electronics industry, it's around $2 trillion economy in the world. If you look back last 40 years, 90% of this economy, when it was a $1 billion economy or $1 trillion economy, 90% of those $1 trillion manufacturing has always happened in Asia Pacific, from Japan all the way to the Vietnam. Like you can think of Japan, Korea, China. Initially, if you go back 30 years back, Japan was much higher. Now China has much higher share. But 90% of this $1 trillion manufacturing always happened in Southeast Asia, in Asia Pacific. So, and this is expected to be double up in next 5 years. So imagine 1%, just 1% of this $1 trillion, $2 trillion economy is $200 billion. And why I see as opportunity, in 2015, Vietnam earned $1 billion from electrical and electronics industry. $1 billion. You saw it in her presentation. Vietnam now earns more than $200 billion. In 10 years, from $1 billion to $200 billion. If a country like Vietnam can go from $1 billion to $200 billion, there is no reason why our country cannot achieve that. So just in this sector, this is a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. And I fundamentally believe that working together, we can achieve that. The challenges I see is our skilled forces to achieve that. What I mean by that, we need people who would be AI capable. We need people who would know the cybersecurity. We as a country has missed the opportunity to ride the wave of software engineering and a lot of other engineering during last few years. Vietnam was not there. Cambodia was not on the picture. Compared to a lot of our neighbors, that we did not progress as high. What gives me hope, 2 weeks back, Honorable Prime Minister invited a group of 80 students. From grade 8 to grade 12, they have competed in Asian AI Olympiad, and 3 of our students won gold medal, and 4 of them are now going to compete in International AI Olympiad. We spent some time with those students, talking with those students whether from class 8 to class 12, from Dhaka to outside Dhaka to the Upajilas, give me the hope and conviction. The way these young children articulated what is AI, what tools they use, what machine language they use, how they build a platform, how they are thinking of their startup. This is a huge opportunity for us. So the challenges for us is that not just those 80 students, how we get all the students for our country, those who are in school, colleges, universities, ready for the future of the world, the future of AI, the future of cloud computing, future of data computing. If we can get our new generation ready for that, there is no stopping